Hello world, my name is Niki Zager. It is August 23rd, 2015. I am from Utah, Salt Lake City, and grew up in San Diego. And I went to UC Irvine. I studied drama and psychology. And I moved to Los Angeles about 3 years ago to pursue a dream, a lifelong dream of acting. So, what are you watching? What is this? This is a 365-day documentary of me pursuing my dreams. Basically, having an idea of the life that I want to create for myself, and each day putting in the time, the effort, the dedication, the drive, the fire to make that happen. What is it going to look like? Well, I'm going to be tracking my progress. I'm also going to be tracking all of my failures. This is real, raw footage. A lot of this is also going to be live. So you're actually going to be watching me go through all the ups and downs, the good days, the bad days, and everything in between of what it takes to pursue something bigger, to pursue something more difficult than just maybe the average person or just accepting a job that I'm not really passionate about. Like I said, it's going to be live, so there's no teleprompt, there's no script for me. Of course, I have some bullet points of some things that I want to talk about each day with you guys, but nothing is just right in front of me. So therefore, there might be some flubs here and there. Bear with me, but I think it's more beautiful that way. Also, I woke up kind of recently, so I have no makeup on, hair is kind of crazy, and that's all part of it. It's just being real and kind of sharing with you guys my story and hopefully inspiring you guys to do the same. Why am I making this? Well, I feel that there's a real need for it. It's my belief that there are way too many people on this planet that are living lives that they're not happy with. They're stuck. They're doing things that they don't really want to do, and they're kind of afraid to get outside of their comfort zone and to shake things up a little bit. I feel like a lot of us have these things that we daydream about, right? So it might be a different relationship with a different person. It might be a career path that you never really take action with. You might have ideas for all these incredible inventions. You might have different ideas for starting a business and changing the world. But do we act on them? Or is it just kind of a far off thought or dream day in and day out? You know, and when I talk about this, it doesn't just have to be career or relationship wise. I mean, it could be a goal. Right now I'm a personal trainer. I started my own business about 3 months ago. And one thing that I talk to a lot of clients about is the difficulty in actually getting off the couch. The difficulty in choosing the healthier meal over the one that is a few more calories and might not be the best for you. So what is it that holds us back from having the life that we want? And the answer is fear. That's it. And so inevitably, that's just us holding us back from ourselves and achieving our full potential. So that's one big thing that we're going to talk a lot about. One little secret that I want to leave you with, if anything, is something that you've probably heard before. It's going to sound very cliche, but I don't really care because it's the truth. And that is that you have the power to do whatever you want in this life. To create whatever life you want, to have whatever you want to have. It's all right inside. So just hold on to that little tidbit. We'll come back to it soon. So now what? You know, I've talked to you a little bit. I might have stirred up some emotions. You might feel your heartbeat, you know, going a little bit faster right now. You may be experiencing a little bit of sweating and some excitement. That's great, but what do you do with this energy? Now what? Well, let's talk about that. Number one, what do you want? What do you want? What are you passionate about? What can you see yourself doing every day of your life, waking up each morning with a smile on your face, excited to jump out of bed and start and do it? What is that? Most of you already know what it is right now. You're just afraid of it. That's okay. That's okay. I was too. I think we all are. But let's start off with writing it down. Because once you write it down, it becomes tangible. You can see it, it's on paper. You've taken the physical action of writing it down. And not only that, but you can read it, you can say it out loud to yourself. Maybe even write it on your mirror, maybe put it on a wall. I have a bunch of stuff on my wall at home. So do whatever you have to do to get this idea and this dream and this goal onto paper. Be as specific as possible. The more specific you are, the more likely it is to come to fruition. So that's number one. Number two is to make a plan. Now that might be kind of scary, but I'll give you this little piece, this little secret, is chances are whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's your own business or this or that, I don't care what it is, chances are there's somebody out there that's already done it or already done something similar to it. Now, we live in a day where we can jump on what's called the internet, and we can do research. So right now is when you start your research. You plan out your plan of attack. What is it going to take? What are the steps that you need to do? You can have a week goal, a monthly goal, a 6-month goal, a year goal, and a 5-year goal. Today, let's just start with 30 days. That sounds great. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. One thing that my dad always tells me that I like to say to myself whenever I'm starting to get a little bit stressed out and feeling anxiety and feeling like, oh my God, this big picture dream is just too big to achieve, take it down a few notches. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's what my dad always told me. So hopefully that will help you too. The key in all of this is patience. Yeah, it's going to be hard, and there's definitely going to be some videos where you'll see me struggling with that. That's one of my biggest issues, is really being patient. I want everything to happen right now. I'm very energetic. I have a lot of fire, but you know what? You have to take a breath, and you have to take things one step at a time. So that's definitely a huge thing. The third part is a little bit nutty, okay? So I want you to sit down, to get in a comfortable position right now, and maybe even to take a couple of deep breaths and do your best to relax. Now, once you've done that, once you're kind of in that zone, quit your job. Quit your job. Now, that might have been scary, okay? You might have just immediately been like, oh my God, like, what is she saying? This is so crazy. I can't do that. That's okay. I'm not expecting it to happen today. I'm not going to look at you any lesser if you don't. I understand that, you have to make a living. You have to put food on the table. You have to pay rent and bills and have a roof over your head. So obviously you don't have to do this right now. But at the very least, how about we do this? How about we plan our escape? And yes, I use the word escape. Why? Because chances are you might be working for someone else. You might be making X amount, and your boss or whoever owns the company you work for is making this amount. So that's probably going on. They probably tell you when you have to go to work, right? They probably tell you when you can leave, what you can wear, what you can and can't do, when you can take your vacation. So what I'm getting at here is let's escape that if you want. And that's another thing, is really my target audience for this documentary is people that want to work for themselves, entrepreneurs, people that want to create lives for themselves that are kind of out of the box. And of course, if you have a job that you're happy with, and maybe you just want to try a triathlon or do a competition or something with fitness, or really it can be anything. But I'm speaking to people that want to change their lives and try something new. And if it's career-based, then step number 1 is going to be quitting our jobs. So, now what? Well, I really believe that if you want to make anything really big happen in your life, then you have to take big risks. So, I'm also not the type of girl that's going to sit here and talk to you guys about what you should do and do this and do that, but then I sit back at home and I'm not doing any of it myself. That wouldn't really make any sense, would it? So, what we're going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to quit my job. So right now I'm selling exercise equipment. I make a commission. I make $10 an hour plus commission. I'm kind of doing cold calling on the phone. I'm inside. I'm in an office. It's just not really me. And it's not really what I want. And I just feel like there's so much more out there. And so I really think that it's time I kind of put my back against the wall and force myself to be uncomfortable. And I think then that is when the magic really happens. So let's find out. My boss's name is Mark. I was supposed to come in today, and this is going to be a little bit scary. Here's Mark. Now we're calling. I'll also be honest, I haven't really prepared what I'm going to say. I just know that I'm going to quit. Hopefully he answers, or we'll have to do another recording later. Or I guess I could just leave a voicemail. Maybe I'll just do that. Let's just do that.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 4248324.
My heart is beating so fast right now.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi Mark, this is Niki calling. I just wanted to first off say thank you so much for the opportunity and everything that I've learned so far being with the company, and I really appreciate how wonderful you and really everyone else that works there is. You guys are awesome and you're amazing. Unfortunately, on this last trip when I went to Israel, I was really awakened and kind of realized what I want out of life and what's really important to me. And I feel like I need to kind of put myself in a position that makes me uncomfortable in order to take my business and my life and my dreams to the next level. And I think that me being inside and being on the phone and trying to sell things and, you know, kind of making a small commission, I just kind of have a little bit bigger goals for myself right now, and I feel like putting in my full attention, time, effort, and everything into what I really want to do is what's going to make that actually happen. And so I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything, and I'm really sorry, but I won't be coming in anymore. And if there's anything that I can help with on the side or anything along those lines, I'm definitely an open door, and I'd be happy to help with ideas or creativity or anything like that. And you guys are going to do amazing, and you have been doing amazing, and that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for your time and everything else. Okay, bye-bye, Mark. Well, I guess that was a little bit easier because I didn't really have to hear his responses, so that was just a voicemail. But that took a lot. I don't have a job now. It's just me. And that's really exciting. So I encourage all of you at the very least for day one to write down what you want, to either grow some cojones and call your boss and quit, or at the very least to come up with a plan of escape and decide how much time you want, how much money you want to save up, what date are you going to quit your job. You always have to have a date, otherwise it just won't happen. There's never going to be a right time to quit. The time is now. God, I'm like still so nervous. I'm like shaking. So yeah, welcome to day one of the 365 days of making your dreams come true. Let's do it. go ahead and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Lil Niki 718. That's LILNIKI 718. Or my fitness page, which is Fly Fit USA. That's FLYFIT USA. Both are on Instagram, or on Facebook. It's just Niki Zager. That's NIKI and ZAGER. And stay tuned. There will be a video every day, and the next ones will probably be a little bit shorter. This was a lot for day one, but you got this. We got this. So let's do it. Let's make the world a better place. See you soon.